It's World Series time again tonight, and I've done a little brushing up on my baseball. In fact, I've become quite an authority. For instance, I know that there are 2 different leagues, each league having 2 divisions, and the winners of the 4 divisions have a best out of 5 playoff to see which 2 teams play in the best out of 7 World Series. The only thing I don't understand is why the winners of the World Series wait until January to play in the Super Bowl.
Temperature in the mid-50s, misting, overcast in the Bay Area. And welcome to Game 4 of the 1972 World Series. The National League champions, the Cincinnati Reds, versus the American League champs, the Oakland A's. Brought to you by Gillette, makers of the Gillette Track 2 two-bladed shaving system. And by your Chrysler Plymouth dealer, highlighting Plymouth Satellite for 1973. Built to be seen, not heard. Hi, everybody. Kurt Gowdy of NBC Sports. Monty Moore, the voice of the Oakland A's. When are the hitters going to start hitting? Everybody's asking about this 1972 World Series. Each team has a team batting average of 178. There have been only 9 runs scored in the first 3 games. Cincinnati got on the board last night with its 1-0 victory. And I'll tell you, the way the pitchers are pitching, I don't believe we'll see too much scoring in this series. They're not only pitching with control, but with excellent stuff, changing speeds, and we have just had superb pitching. The hitters have not been that bad. Tonight, a young left-hander, 21 years old, Don Gullett, who was set back with hepatitis early in the season, won 9, lost 10, is on the mound for Cincinnati, and he'll be going against the winner of the first game for the Oakland A's, Ken Holtzman, who won 19 and lost 10. A misty night here. In fact, later we may have a fog rolling in back of us here, coming in and forming an invisible wall. Monty Moore does the A's games here, and he can tell you when we get those conditions here, it's hard to hit a ball out of this ballpark.
Yes, and it's just that kind of a night, too, Kurt. These 2 teams, though they haven't scored in the World Series, can score. Cincinnati scored 19 runs in their playoff games against the Pittsburgh Pirates, and the Oakland A's scored 13 in their playoff games against the Detroit Tigers. Both teams, of course, playing 5 games.
Another sellout crowd here in Oakland, and we're ready now for the opening ceremonies of Game 4 of this series.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Oakland Coliseum for the 4th game of the 1972 World Series. Here are the official lineups. First, the Cincinnati Reds. Here's the manager of the Reds, number 10, Sparky Anderson. Batting first and playing left field, number 14, Pete Rose. Batting second and playing second base, number 8, Joe Morgan. Batting third and playing center field, number 28, Bob Tolan. Batting fourth and catching, number 5, Johnny Bench. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 24, Tony Perez. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 11, Hal McRae. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 16, Dennis Menke. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, number 13, Dave Concepcion. Batting ninth and pitching, number 35, Don Gullett, who's warming up in the bullpen. And here are the remaining players and coaches of the Cincinnati Reds. Now for the Oakland Athletics. Here is the manager of the A's, number 23, Dick Williams. And special recognition to a great ball player, injured in the playoffs, unable to play in the World Series, Reggie Jackson. Batting first and playing shortstop, number 19, Campy Campaneris. Batting second and playing right field, number 14, Matty Alou. Batting third and playing left field, number 26, Joe Rudy. Batting fourth and playing third base, number 6, Captain Sal Bando. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 5, Mike Epstein. Batting sixth and playing center field, number 25, George Hendrick. Batting seventh and catching, number 38, Gene Tennis. Batting eighth and playing second base, number 1, Dick Green. Batting ninth and pitching, number 30, Ken Holtzman, who's warming up in the bullpen. And here are the remaining players and coaches of the Oakland Athletics. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to rise and join in the singing of our national anthem, which will be sung by the bell recording artist, The Fifth Dimension.
The fourth game of the 1972 World Series is about to get underway. We'll return in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the commissioner's box where Lefty Grove, who in 1931, the last year the Athletics were in the World Series, won 31 games and lost only 4, and who in 1969 was voted the left-handed pitcher on the all-time All-Star team, will throw out the ceremonial first pitch.
his prime, Lefty Grove could throw harder than that. We've talked to some of the old-timers who hit against him. They say he was just fantastic. He wound up winning 300 games, and he wound up winning them with a curveball with the Boston Red Sox when he lost his fastball. But in his prime, especially during the years of 29, 30, and 31, when the A's had one of the greatest teams of all time, Lefty Grove was a premier pitcher in baseball. And he has the honor tonight of throwing out the first ball. And that's the left-hander Ken Holtzman now starting his warm-up pitches. And in here to take you through the first 4.5 innings is the voice of the Oakland Athletic baseball team on their broadcasting crew, Monty Moore.
Thank you very much, Kurt, and hi once again, everybody. Kenny Holtzman, one of the most steady performers in the American League this year. You've got to look at his motion here, and we call him stylish, and I think when you see him, you'll understand why.
He has a pretty good fastball. I don't think it is as overpowering as Don Gullett's. But Kenny, and we said this the first appearance that we saw him, he has to get his curveball early, and it makes his fastball more effective.